Hello and welcome and thank you for joining me today. I'm going to be hopping into another standard league, and today I'm bringing Sphinx's Tutelage. I played this deck last season, end of last season, and this card is sweet. I think I went 4-0 or 3-1 in the daily I played in. It was just a great experience. The deck is sweet. And it didn't lose too much with rotation, just a couple cards and things will go over, so I wanted to try it out again. The main things it lost were Anger of the Gods and Whelming Wave. So Anger got like a almost exact replacement with Radiant Flames. We're actually a blue-red deck, but we're playing Polluted Myers, Polluted Delta's Bloodstained Myers with the blue-black and black-red uh, battle lands. So it fixes our mana so that like a Polluted Delta can get a blue source or a red source, and this Bloodstained Mire can get a red source or a blue source. But it also makes our Radiant Flames into 3 damage, which is exactly what we need. Not being able to exile is a drawback, but it's still good enough that it's basically the same card. And Whelming Wave was really good and shined against like green devotion decks. There's not that many decks that just put that many permanents on the board that Radiant Flames doesn't take care of, so I'm not too worried about it. Besides that, it's almost exactly the same deck list. We have Magnetic Insight, Tormenting Voice, and Treasure Cruise. Draw a bunch of cards with our Sphinx's Tutelage. Jace is great. Allows us to flashback our spells, just shrink creatures. Loot in the early game is great. This card's just so powerful. A new addition that we didn't have last time, but it's an older, non-new card, is Fiery Impulse. I think the card's really good right now. The other list was playing like Roast and Send to Sleep, but there's so much Jaces and Mantis Riders, and this is a better answer for both of those, because it's very easy for us to get Spell Mastery, as our deck is almost all spells. So being able to kill a Mantis Rider or a Jace immediately is just really good. Whereas I have Roast and sideboard for like Abzan. And then a card that I wanted to try out, so I put a couple on the list, was Brutal Expulsion. It's the new, it's a Devoid blue-red instant. You can choose one or both to bounce a creature or a spell, or shock a creature or planeswalker, and then it gets exiled. And I had a couple in my deck, and like every match I was playing, I was like, well, I hope I draw this card. I hope I draw Brutal Expulsion. I'm going to flashback Brutal Expulsion with my Jace. It was just overperformed. I wanted it every game. The fact that it Magma Sprays is actually really relevant. Just getting rid of things like Hangerbuck Walker or Den Protector or the stuff, or like a Jace, so they can't Ojutai command it back is just so good. Be able to bounce a creature is insane, like against Nantuko Husk or Ojutai, or just this card's very versatile and just like I think helps the deck out a lot. And other things we're playing still, just like a Dig Through Time and the Sphinx's Tutelage, obviously. We're also playing in the mana base. There's no Radiant Fountain was the card that gained you 2 life. So I'm playing a couple of Skyline Cascades. It makes a creature not untap when you play this land, so it can kind of like gain it some life, stalls a little bit. So it's pretty good. And it also has Swiftwater Cliffs, mana fixing, a little bit of life gain. In the sideboard, we have like 7-ish cards we bring in against control decks because Radiant Flames pretty bad. Normally like a Fire Impulse would be bad, but everyone's playing Jace, so it's good against Jace. So we bring Disdainful Stroke and Negates. Then we have Encasing Ice. Good against Abzan, good against Dark Jeskai. Deals with Mantis Rider. Rending Volley for the same thing, but Rending Volley also kills Ojutai. Then we have Roast for like Siege Rhinos and Orbs of Warding. I found against like the Atarka decks, me having Radiant Flames main deck is just so powerful against them, but I still lose in late game. So Orbs kind of prevents that. The only burn spell they can play is Atarka's Command, and besides that, like blanks all their creatures. And it's also good against the sack deck, the Aristocrats decks, because the only thing they can get through is like really Nantuko Husk, and then I can just Brutal Expulsion that, or just like try to Fire Impulse it. Alright, so that's the list, and we're going to try it out in the Standard League. Welcome to our first league match. We're going to play first. We won the dice roll. And this hand, it's fine. We have a turn 2 Jace, also Fire Impulse, which this is just a basic island, so we can play Mountain first. But, that's one of the disadvantages of playing it. Definitely keep this. So we have a Jace, backup Jace, and double Tutelage. Alright, kind of like everything we'd want in the hand. So our opponent kept their 7 also. Let's play our Skyline Cascade. Say go. Smoldering Marsh. So maybe Jeskai, maybe Abzan. Really hard to say. Probably not Atarka Red, which is good because our hand might be a little on the slow side. Oh, basic mountain. So Jeskai. Draconic Roar revealing. Thunderbreak. So Jeskai. Okay. Alright, that's a good one. We have to get basic mountain. Then we just play, we're just gonna start playing Tutelage and try to get this show on the road. Draw an untapped land next turn. Oh, no, we can't really do that. I was gonna say we could Tutelage and play Insight, but we have to discard the land to the inside, so that doesn't work out too well. This isn't a bad matchup. They like usually have a lot of spot removal. Maybe just, ooh, maybe it's just black-red. Okay. Where are we at 13? Ooh, Duststalker, yuck. Okay, well, guess we'll do that and we'll just kill this now. So maybe not accurate matchup. Hopefully it doesn't have a fourth land immediately for Thunderbreak. Where are we at 13? Draconic Roar and Forerunner and a fetch land. Flamewake Phoenix is pretty good. But we did draw land so we can Insight. He's already down to 33 cards and gain life. Player Jace. Probably should have bluffed a red source, but it doesn't matter too much. What's up, champion? Ooh, that's pretty bad for us. Ah, we'll see. This Wild Slash, Tassiger, a Murder Scout, that's what I meant. So really need to draw like a Treasure Cruise this turn to be amazing. Or even like a Radiant Flames. It's not what I really had in mind. Yeah. Let's play this, pass. Internal fetch. I guess we can. There's no way we can mill them out, so there's no point in like fetching during his upkeep or something silly. So it's like a Atarka Red, but instead of green, it's playing black. So we really need a Treasure Cruise to refuel, because we're going to 4. Or if we draw like Treasure Cruise into like other, not really what we needed. He's playing the Arc Lightning main deck. Weird. Interesting. Okay, well, we're not dead. We can bounce like this. We're going to 2, so we're probably dead. But this is not a bad card. Rather have been Radiant Flames, of course, but so we're gonna bounce that, exile a bird. And just hope for a good turn next turn where we just mill him out. So we'll turn this, do 2 damage to that. Really can't play a creature, just in case he has Draconic Roar. It's 5 cards in hand, we know one does Thunderbreak. The main deck Arc Lightning. Okay. Wouldn't have gotten there. Just know there's only like 1 card draw spell on the top 20 cards of our deck. Yuck. Alright, so I think we want orbs. We just cut the treasure, or the dig through time. Maybe just cut Jace's, because he had so much like spell removal. You leave like 1 Jace, put it in Case and Ices. Casey Knight seems pretty good here. Maybe we'll add a negate. Just cut all the Jaces, cut all the things that he can kill. We'll try that. See how it goes. His deck is probably really good against Atarka decks. Just a lot of main deck Arc Lightnings and crazy, but like if you saw my videos from last week, there's a lot of Atarka, a lot of red decks in the league matches, so it's not a bad decision to have those in your deck. And we get to go first again. This feels better this time. Alright, this seems fine. Turn through Tutelage again. And we really need to draw Radiant Flames. I think that's one of the matchups where it would shine in. Zergo. I think we're just going to play this. I guess we do this now, just in case he has Titan Strength. There's no reason to get blown out by that. It just is the worst feel bads when you wait. Okay. We have one basic. Play right now. So we get the Tutelage down as soon as possible. We almost got there. I think if we drawn Treasure Cruise on the last turn, I think we would have won. Take 4 here. I think we're going to Insight away this Hollow. No matter what. No, if we draw Fetch, then I'll probably get rid of that. But we definitely need Insight next turn. Try to find some removal. Does he have like a Forerunner of Slaughter he's going to throw down too? Okay, Flame Wake Phoenix. Guess we get rid of the Mountain. Yeah. Oh, and we immediately drawn 2 more lands. That's not good. But at least we get to play, like, hopefully he has like some spell we can negate, and we just slam Orbs. And he doesn't have a fetch land here. Come on, negate. Let me negate something. That's not negatable. Oh my gosh, we're taking a lot this turn. Still no Radiant Flames in sight. We're taking 9. Oh, he didn't fetch. Interesting. Alright, still just lands. He's playing around. Not that he doesn't play around Radiant Flames. I don't know what he was thinking there. Yeah, we of the 33 cards we've seen between 2 games, we've only seen 2 card draw spells. That always feels really bad. So we definitely need Radiant Flames here. We're not dead, are we? 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're at 1. If he breaks the fetch. So we need, it's like Radiant Flames or bust. Even that doesn't do it anymore. Yeah, I mean, he had a great start both games. Just curved me out, but I literally drew nothing. Yep, there's another land. So yeah, not really how the deck's supposed to play out. Oh well, hopefully we can do better in the next match. So our second match, hopefully we can do a little bit better. This hand's great. We're on the draw. We have a Jace and a Fire Impulse and a Tormenting Voice and a Brutal Expulsion. This hand's perfect. Tutelage obviously will be needed at some point to win. Ooh, a Shivan Reef. Ooh, Ghost Fireblade. What in the world? Just leave off basic Mountain. We're going to play basic Island for our Jace. So we're playing against the Ornithopter deck that has no Ornithopters anymore. I think this deck could be black-red. Like, our last round opponent could probably play Ghost Fireblade. Hanger back. Let's get rid of that now. Getting 1 token's not the end of the world, and we can 2 for him here in a little bit. Okay, that's a good draw. That's what we needed to do last time, just drawing the cantrips. Alright, so There's no Soul Artifact. So what else is he playing? Ooh, we can Brutal... Next turn this will only be a 2-2, and we can, like, Brutal Expulsion that and bounce this. That'd be pretty good. So we're going to tap this down. So let's, what do you want to do? So we're definitely playing this. We can't actually flip Jace. I think we just want to do the more expensive play. Actually, wait, so this will be 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so we can't flip Jace. We'll discard the Mountain. Perfect. Okay. We don't need... We'll just loot now. Don't need both Insights. So let's say go. So we can flip Jace. We get to take care of the hanger back in the token. Feels good. Let's see if he just... Oh, actually, no. If he re-equips... I guess if he re-equips, we just bounce it and kill the token. Oh, okay, I can get behind that. It's pretty cool. That doesn't actually change anything from our end. We could Radiant Flames for 3. And save the Brutal Expulsion. He just left with a Thopter token. Alright, let's loot. Discard this fetch land. We'll Radiant Flames. Oh, we can't Radiant Flames and Radiant and Insight because we need to add black. We do have 6 cards in graveyards, so next turn we can Treasure Cruise, and we'll just shrink this little buddy. Alright, that's pretty cool that, like, that's like another, can't remember the name of the card from Origins that pump your colorless creatures or your artifact creatures. Sorry, everything's going well this time. We even have Atlanta Insight away. Just need all the tutelage, and we'll eventually win. We could also have Jace Emblem, and then it's kind of the same thing. Ooh. Double Ghostfire. It's actually really good against us, because we can't really... It's hard for us to kill creatures when they're that big. 5 in toughness. Let's see if he attacks me or the Jace. The Jace, okay. So we have the extra land, so we can safely, like, Insight, keep open Expulsion. We can't Treasure Cruise, though. Another Jace. Alright, well, we'll just shrink this again. Hopefully plays like another little guy. We can like kill that and bounce this token. Like how he plays another Ruination Guide. It's only a 3/2, right? Yeah. Pop that and bounce that. We could also just let Jace go to 1 and try to get something else. I think I'm okay with that. We have like no need to flashback anything right away. Could have a kill spell, but we have another Jace. So we had nothing. Okay. I think now we bounce the token. Just thinking, does he have like a Wild Slash? I think you definitely should Wild Slash here if you have it. Oh, he has Brutal Expulsion. Yeah, that's fine. Just still 2 damage, okay. Our Jace is gone. We'll just return this to their hand. Let's just do one mana treasure cruise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, there's a tutelage. I'm gonna play tutelage and Jace. Alright, so feeling pretty good. Looks like he may have flooded out a little bit. He might have another expulsion. Maybe just kill Jace with it, and that's fine. We have enough mana where we can loot and try to find some more action. Kind of funny. His deck's actually mostly colorless, so we're not gonna get many doubles. In fact, every card in his graveyard is colorless. But if he doesn't play a creature here, ooh, Processor Assault. Okay, that's not bad actually. If you're ingesting, it seems fine. All right, well, we'll just fetch. I think we'll want another. We'll get a Smoldering Marsh. Yeah. And then we'll Treasure Cruise. All right, so now we're going. Now I'll Tormenting Voice away. A Polluted Delta. Inside away Swiftwater Cliffs. We're gonna play a mountain and leave open for a Fire Impulse. Oh, we already played land. Okay, never mind. We're just gonna play Jace. So anything else cool in the deck? Mist Intruders, Wild Slashes. Nothing out of the ordinary. So it does have black mana. Like Forerunner of Slaughter seems perfect for this kind of strategy. I'd rather be playing that than Mist Intruders. Blight Herder, holy moly. Let's find a Radiant Flame, shall we? We can flashback a Treasure Cruise, because he put cards into our graveyard. This helps our Delve, all's processing. Let's play that first, shall we? Like this. Oh, they discard the card first. We'll discard a Cliffs. We'll just flashback a Cruise first. Exactly enough to do it. We're just paying 1 mana. So he has 21 cards left in his deck. Like I said, we're probably going to have to mill them all 2 at a time. I don't think he has any colored spells besides like a Wild Slash. We're just going to cast. So he has 9 cards left. So we'll cast Tormenting Voice. This card is tap land. We must have had doubles, so yeah. Comes and play untapped. We'll Tormenting Voice again. And we got there. Feels good. Turn 8, milled out our opponent. That's what should have happened last time. Just didn't draw any cantrips. Because once you start cantripping into cantrips, it's hard to like just fall behind like we did. But we just drew 2 many lands. Okay, so sideboarding. He's probably gonna bring counter spells. We want Roast. He has those crazy those processors. Well, orbs seem pretty good. Like everything in our main deck seems good though too. I usually default to cutting Jaces. Actually, Brutal, this one doesn't seem that great. I mean, it's good for hangerbacks, but it wasn't really good at anything else. You'd bring in negates against the last version because of Ensoul and Shrapnel Blast, but they don't have either of those. So I'll just cut. We'll just cut like a treasure or dig through time and a brutal. Could put in negates. I'm not too worried. We'll try that out. Alright, we're on the draw, and this hand's fine. Turn 2 Jace, turn 3 Tutelage, we can keep this. So far, the Skyline's just been a tapped island. It hasn't really done anything. Alright, no turn 1 play. We could Insight first, but we'll just hold that. This will get basic mountains. So what if he has any actual black cards in his deck? Obviously, he's doing the same thing we're doing just for fixing. As this can be a blue or black source. I mean, blue or red source. Mist Intruder, little buddy. Alright, we'll just play that one. This will get mountain, this will get like a Sunken Hollow. Play our friend Jace. Say go. So we only saw Press Elser Assault and the Blight Herders. Oh, yuck. Okay. Wouldn't mind seeing. It's like a Fire Impulse would be great here. Just take 4 damage off the board. So we should be aware of what we're getting processed, just so we know what we're drawing to. But at least he's tapped out, so we don't. Okay, a land. Ooh, a Smoldering Marsh. That's good to know. Playing like few fetchable targets with certain lands, and they get exiled. Alright, perfect. Do I just want to do that now? Or do I want to Tutelage when I can? I think taking 4 damage off the board is too good. Let's loot first. We could like jam a Tutelage and have it resolve. Let's see what we draw. Alright, I'll not discard Treasure Cruise, sadly enough. So it's definitely getting a mountain. We could Insight and Impulse. Or we could just not Insight and just next turn, Tutelage, Insight, flip Jace. Seems fine. We'll just kill this guy while we can. So go. At some point we can flash back like an Impulse. We could even do that next turn if we really need to. 4 mana. Forerunner of Slaughter. You have each end step. So if we kill the Mist Intruder, it'll just go away. So let's see if we want to do that. We can actually just kill them both. That seems better. Or at least we'll kill that. Let's see. So we're not going to Insight. We're just going to let's go get our basic mountain. Actually, we're just going to kill this. If we... Maybe we don't play Tutelage this turn then. So I don't mind flashing back. We can flash back this Impulse. Pass. This one is just bounces during my end step, and if you recast this to attack Jace, we'll just kill it. So like that. Now we can get Sunken Hollow. We're already at 10, so I don't... Like, if we kill it and he plays another one, it's just so bad for us. We'll discard the island here. We can discard the Insight. We'll discard the island. Fire Impulse. Oh, actually, oh my gosh, I messed up. Because this gets exiled. I need to kill them both now. I need to do this one first then. So we have to like let him play another one if you'd like. Kind of forgot that he's gonna get exiled. We won't have Spell Master anymore. Wasn't quite the blowout I wanted. Alright, well, we're at 10. We have a Jace. And Treasure Cruise next turn, and eventually start playing these Tutelages. Play the Shivan Reef. Blight Herder. Okay, okay. Not what I needed. Can do. We'll just play Tutelage, cast Treasure Cruise. We can Insight. Discard this fetch length. I don't want to take more damage. Shrink that guy. Haven't seen a Radiant Flames yet. So we're taking 5. If he has the haste dude, we're dead. We're not dead. Go to 1. We do need to draw Radiant Flames. And even that's not quite enough. We really need to draw like 2 Radiant Flames. I obviously can't do that. So he's actually thinking about killing Jace, which isn't bad. Gives us more time, a little more flexibility. One thing I could complete with Send to Sleep, I think I actually need those. Just being able to kill a bigger creature is a little tough. Real Expulsion can bounce it. I mean, it's kind of giving us enough time. Let's see, so our opponent's thinking about what he wants to do. He can't kill us, it looks like. So we definitely need to draw Radiant Flames next turn. That's our first course of action. Like the perfect is like we Insight into Radiant Flames and like a Fire Impulse. Yeah, because he is going to kill Jace. Okay, that's fine. So we're at 4. Orbs of Warding. Does that keep us alive? Not by itself. Alright, so what we're going to do is shock this, bounce this, take 3, go to 1. And hopefully that's enough. The next turn we can Radiant Flames. Hopefully we still need to draw a Fire Impulse. Because you are going to 1 here. So, creature or spell, creature or planeswalker. If it doesn't have a counter spell. Oh, he just had to spell. Okay, he got me. That's fine. Else we can sideboard. So, the Blight Herd is what killed us. Radiant Flames would have been great, like, would have been enough there. So we just want roasts. That seems a little too slow, and like the fact that we have very little instants in the deck, kind of like allowing him to make the spell that good against us, it feels bad. Good to be on play. Let's see if that helps us at all. Alright, double Skyline Cascade. Probably gonna discard one of those to our turn 2 Tormenting Voice. We'll play the Cliffs first. So we've drawn Treasure Cruise a lot this match, which is good. Basic Island into the 1-1. Oh gosh, oh gosh. I almost passed my turn, but we'll play Mountain, play Tormenting Voice. Okay, we drew an untap land. No black source for the big Radiant Flames, but that's okay so far. I think we're just going to play the Tutelage this turn. Does he only have one land? That'd be crazy. Cliffs, okay. Nope. Okay. Another one. That's fine by me. Let's play Tutelage. And looks like the plan for next turn is to Radiant Flames. Gets a couple loots. That's not the end of the world. If he doesn't play land here, I might just not Radiant Flames. Just wait. Hanger back. I actually want to bounce this and kill the hanger back. Now that we drew an untapped land. Get our black source. Yeah, that seems fine. Just deal this hanger back now. And he's stuck on lands and bouncing his 1/1. Like if he draws a land, he'd rather play the other thing instead. And we are tuteling him. We got rid of one Blight Herder. Gosh, that card is so annoying. I guess if you do be able to process it, this card's actually insane. Spell Shrivel. I understand you're trying to be Devoid, but this card, that's just really bad, I think. So there's a Jace. It's okay. If Blight plays another one of these dudes, I'm just gonna tap this guy, Treasure Cruise. You can even do that. Alright, I'm not gonna do anything either. I'll just tap this guy. Don't need to play into a counterspell. He probably has negate here. There's no reason to get negated. It's funny. We're actually losing the mill race right now because we got ingested so many times so far. So we have 4 cards in the graveyard. So this is a 4-mana Treasure Cruise. So we can just play Treasure Cruise and Jace. We could also Radiant Flames and Treasure Cruise. I kind of like just Treasure Cruise Jace. Let's do this first. Could not play Jace, and we have 2 red spells we could play. I'll just play Jace. He might have a Wild Slash. I think this is fine. He kind of just got mana screwed out of this game, really. I mean, we would have had a good Radiant Flame, so we weren't just like losing if he had mana. We're gonna actually block his little savage buddies. I just want ones. Don't quite have enough to actually flip Jace yet, so we're just discarding. He's not even playing anything. Once again, we're not going to play. Let's see. This will put 2, 3, and we fire impulses, and it makes this 4. Makes that flip. So let's do this first. I think we're just actually going to roast one because I want to save the fire impulse just in case it gets to the point where he plays the 5/3 haste dude. So that's 3. This makes 4. Gets a loot. At this point, I don't think it matters. He's on to 27 cards. Actually, there's no negates in his graveyard, so I don't know what he was not playing. Interesting. We're going to discard this Roast. We'll just do this now. We'll discard Radiant Flames. I think that's safe. We can just flash it back if we need to. Might counter this. Nope, no counter. And we can play our land. And we can go like this. Just say go. Could fire off Treasure Cruise, just opened over, like, Fire Impulse is fine. He's gonna have to play something to try to win, which gives us time to cruise on our turn. Still no play. I really can't believe that. Like, no Ghost Fireblade, no Mist Intruders. Discard Duststalker. Yep, we're just gonna pass. And in a turn, we'll probably loot away this Radiant Flames. We could, like, play Orbs, and if he has a counter, he would counter that. If he could, I believe, and then we could Treasure Cruise. There's a third land. It's a little too late for our opponent. So he is Grixis, obviously, because of the Duststalkers. So he did have Mist Intruder. He just wanted to hold Dispel open, maybe? I don't know. It's weird. Alright, let's loot. Put on in that land. Go and fetch an island. Play our orbs. Go ahead and Treasure Cruise. Probably could have just won if he Treasure Cruised and like did something else. This is like the same. We're just not gonna lose after this. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We didn't actually draw anything to play. We can't flashback our cruise. If we left the Torment Voice, we could do that. This doesn't matter. I guess you can hit our Jace for 1 now. If he's so inclined. But he can't hit us for anything because the orbs prevents the salvage. Alright, we got there. We beat the... It's pretty cool, Colorless deck. I think if I were to build, I'd be a little more black focused, but it's sweet. And now we're 1-1. Hello, welcome to our third match. We're on the draw, and this hand's fine. This will fetch out a Sunken Hollow, turn 1, and then we can play Jace and go from there. Our opponent has already mulliganed once. And they kept, and they put a card on top. Basic Island into Fairy Buddy. I think we'll just play this tapped. This can fetch, like, if we play 2 more untapped lands, or basic lands, they'll fetch a untapped, like, blue source. So we'll just play that. Play our first Sunken Hollow tapped. So some kind of blue aggressive deck. Fairy Miscreants. So Radiant Flames should be good here. Scryfish. Okay, well, it's 1-1, so beats the 1, so I can't. That seems doesn't just not quite good enough. Not quite Jace. Drew a Fire Impulse. So this is you draw a card if you have another one. Yeah. Okay. You can't quite flip Jace yet. We'd have to Radiant Flames for at least 2, so these guys are gonna survive for now. I think we just Torment Voice away this Mire and play Cliffs. We get rid of the dig maybe, but I think like digs are only really card draw. Actually, let's just loot first. We have these two cantrips. Maybe we don't need dig. I'll discard that. That's just a little not what we're looking for. Let's discard. Let's just discard the land. We'll draw more lands. We play 27 of them for a reason, so we can discard them. Yeah, so we draw 2 more. So our tap land, I don't feel like we'll need to Fire Impulse. We could have played the mountain to Insight now. Definitely don't need to. But we can flip Jace next turn and the Radiant Flames if we need to. So this is interesting. I don't know what the incentive is to be mono blue. Like if you're trying to like maybe be budget aggressive deck, I feel like there's different ways to go about it. There's no real payoff. Unless I'm missing something. It definitely could be. Put a card on top of that scry. Harbinger of Tides. It's actually really good for our opponent. That's good. Could just play Jace and pass. I like that. I was thinking we could Radiant Flames here, but I like to get Jace. We can flip it next turn and then Radiant Flames. Guess we'll Insight now. Discard this Bloodstained Mire. Like the same at this point. Brutal. Well, this will be good. Like later. Something to remember for later. This card's really good, just doesn't really have a home right now. I don't know if we'd want to, like, if he plays another fairy, I don't know if we want to kill the other one in response. Doesn't seem worth it. Say go. Put a card on top. Okay. Find, you know, like cheap creature. So we can finally have a match to bring our rendering volleys in. Doesn't like we killing quite Ojitais in this matchup, but they'll do. They'll do just fine. I think we can take 3. That's fine. Sidisi's Faithful. Do not get to activate our Jace again? We do not. Oh well. But now we get to Radiant Flames and play Jace, so I'm okay with that. Red, blue, black. Radiant Flames. No like Spell Pierce, we can play. We need to play around with that kind of a type of effect. And he forgot to scry. And we'll just play Jace. Let's see how long this one lasts. No, I'm glad we kept the dig, because we're kind of out of action. We haven't hit a Tutelage yet. So we'll loot first and then dig. Harbinger of Tides. Okay. Discard. I'll discard a fetch land. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll leave the Radiant Flames in case we need to flash it back. There's a Tutelage, and there's Treasure Cruise. Is that what we want? We might just want the cheaper one. I think I'll just take the cheaper one, just because we're not going to be cruising for a little bit. Take the Torment Voice. Doesn't matter what land we play, we can just leave open the Swiftwater Cliffs to Fire Impulse if we need to. Probably won't though, and we'll just go like that. So maybe Brutal Expulsion is kind of awkward. It is 4 mana, but it's just so versatile. I just have been happy with it in the past. But luckily our opponent is mono blue. I haven't seen any Devoid things yet. Ho ho ho! That's interesting. I don't think you want that in your creature deck, but that does bounce Jace. We're gonna kill this anyway, so might as well just do it now. I mean, we can keep looting the Jace. That seems fine. We could just Tormented Voice it away. We have two, actually. Just not gonna stay in play, it looks like. Let's Tormented Voice away. Smoldering Marsh. Play this land, play a Tutelage, and play Trace, and say go. See how long this one lasts. So our opponent has only had 2 lands. Okay, green mana. Alright, now we know. He has probably Collected Company. Lumbering Falls. I wonder if he just has like straight green cards in his hand. There's Lumbering Falls as his draw for the turn. That's actually pretty good against us. I don't know if it's a fast enough clock, but it's definitely something we cannot ever deal with. So he draws for turn. We loot away Jace. Flashback, a dig. Alright, so that was going to be a pretty good couple turns. Let's go to sideboarding. So maybe we want... Orbs seem good again. He had a lot of little weenie creatures. I think we want negates, though. Volleys seem okay. I might just cut the Jaces. I don't know how much like bouncing keeping, but it does make all his bounce just blank. So we'll do that. And we'll put those in the rendering volleys. Do you want negates? He might have like naturalized effects. He was green, but that's not the end of the world. We'll try that out. Alright, we're on the draw. And this hand's fine. We've got a couple early plays, including Radiant Flames. Seems like it'll be good against our opponent. He's not applying too much pressure, but he's playing a lot of weenie stuff. I'll lead with the tap Smoldering Marsh. Okay, so he has green mana this game. So this needs to fetch a dual land, probably, so we can Flames for 3. Well, just like a just in case. Because this, even though it's black and red, it can't give us a black and red source. Guess we'll just play this. Do you want to Tormented Voice this turn? I think we do. We'll just discard this Cascade. This Cascade's just been underwhelming. We drew a lot of lands, but I dig through time, so there's hope. We're just gonna start fetching. Or we can just play our... we want to fetch the next 2 turns so we can like dig through time and nothing else turn 4. Our opponent kept his 7. Fairy Miscreant. Okay. What will this get? We want to get a red source, so we'll just use this to get a basic mountain. And this can get like a Sunken Hollow. So this is the turn we get Collecting Accompanied. I think that's fine. Look, we'll take some damage, but then we can Radiant Flames. Cost the Caterpillar. Good thing to bring negates. And like we could negate Company, but like at least we can be proactive and kill this unless like otherwise if we play it when we have the Tutelage in play, just a 3 mana naturalize, and that's not the end of the world. There's Orbs of Warding. Play another fetch. And this turn we're probably just gonna like he doesn't collect Company, so we're just gonna dig here. Probably untap Radiant Flames. Alright, well, change of plans. We're gonna kill this because I don't want him to draw more cards. Well, I mean, I guess he could. It doesn't matter. Like, doesn't matter too much. Negate. Okay, only has 1 mana open. So guess we should dig now before he attacks. We want a sunken. Do you want a red source or blue source? We want a red source. Oh, now we can't dig. So that's very. I need to get a blue source. Wasn't thinking. Thinking just red source because I looked at my hand, didn't realize I didn't have 2 blue mana to play. It's a little combo, you got drew an extra card. Alright, Rendering Volley. I guess now we Radiant Flames. Play this tapped. Done it differently, we actually could have dug again, but I'm just going to keep up Rendering Volley. So I was thinking about, probably been better to keep up. Could have left open Dig and Rendering Volley by not tapping, or by playing this land and not tapping this. Or would we play that turn? Alright, we're just going to say go. If he has a counterspell, I'd rather him do it on his turn instead of mine. There's no rush. We can dig whenever. We can dig in response to this Collected Company. Or we can dig in that. If he has negate, he has negate. So I guess we'll just, I mean, if he has the spell. So we have Del 3, 1, 3 lands. Alright, here are some cards. So I think we want the Insight, 'cause it's only our only card draw. And I think we'll take the Brutal. We'll see how it plays out. All these cards are kind of the same at this point. So do we take 2 here? Now we'll just kill it. It's whatever. Let's try to keep his creatures off the board, and it'll give us enough time to set up Tutelage. I don't know if there's any hexproof spells he could be playing. I don't think there is. If he has it, he has it, and that's not the end of the world. No play. So we could have negate. Do I want to just jam this Tutelage? I think I want to orbs first. Because it's like, if he counters this, I don't care too much. It's not the end of the world. If he doesn't counter this, I feel like pretty open for the Tutelage. Okay, so he has 2 negates. We'll just Insight now. Ooh, we can actually Treasure Cruise now too. Let's do that. Let's drew into Blue Source and Treasure Cruise. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, probably don't leave the Rendering Volley there. Okay, well now we have 2 Tutelage, so I think we're fine. Still Spell Mastery if in case that comes up. Does he have Silumgar's Sorcerer? No, Crassus. Okay. That's fine. Let's see what he does here. I just don't think the payoff's good enough to be trying to play like a blue aggressive deck. And a Caterpillar. Okay, so we're just going to Flames first. That resolve without problem. We'll keep a land in hand, but we'll play 1. So we can play like our discard draw spells. So we went through 2 Caterpillars. There's a Fairy. Cancel. Yuck. That's pretty gross. So we can actually play this, and then if we play this land, we have enough to loot. Keep open mana for Brutal. So go, we can take one. Yeah, you can draw a card, that's fine. I don't care about that. Hopefully he just has like bounce spells in his hand that he's, or like cards to answer Jace. Maybe to loot once. We'll discard the... I think the gain life might be relevant. We'll discard the Mire. Like, that is untapped, so it's a little bit better, but I don't... Like, I think the 1 life might come up. Yeah, he still has Sidisi Faithfuls, Stratus Dancers. Okay. That's a good draw. Horribly awry. Yeah, so there's things that we don't even have charges for. Whoa, there's a lot of Bounding Crisis right there. So let's play Orbs. Could just loot it again. But it's like, might as well just set up our defenses. So never been able to collect a company. Mill to Kiora. Evolutionary Leap is more than fine. Hopefully we just draw into a draw spell, which we did. He's down to 15 cards. Discard our land. Five cards. There's a good chance this loot kills him. Alright, he conceded. Alright, bounce back, play against some interesting decks, to say the least. But now we're 2-1. Alright, welcome to round 4, our 4th match in this league. We're on the draw, our opponent's already mulligan. This hand is a little awkward. We just have a couple of battle lands come and play tapped. But like we can turn to inside away this if we'd like. And we have Radiant Flames and Treasure Cruise and Tutelage. So I think this is a definite keep. Just a little awkward. And our opponent decided to keep their 6 and put a card on bottom. So we'll start with the Smoldering Marsh. Mire from our opponent. Looks like Atarka Red, I'm guessing. So she didn't draw Radiant Flames. I thought this was a Radiant Flames for some reason. Lightning Berserker, nothing. Okay. Right, this can get a basic island, so we can play some stuff on curve. Ooh, so it's like the landfall deck? No, it's just... They all play all the fetch lands now. So... Play this tap. Next turn I can do this for 3. I guess we're going to Insight also. Just get rid of Polluted Delta. Okay. And I'll just play this tapped. So we're going to take some damage here. He can combo us, actually. For like 16 damage if he has Battle Rage become immense. Holy crap. So this will be the 4th card. He Battle Rages first, will be the 5th card. Become immense. This is 6, like, cost 1. So this would be 14, 15, 16. So go to 3. Is that what he has? Is that what's happening? If it's just yeah, Target's Command is good, but it's not like we're alive, so can't complain. So we'll just do this. No other removal in our hand, but we got Treasure Cruise, we got Tormenting Voice, we got Insight, we got some draws. Avid. Into a land. Okay. We'll just do this. Play Tutelage. We'll go get a basic mountain, and then we'll Insight away our Delta. Do the Fire Impulse. Maybe we should have waited on the Tutelage itself, so we could not take as much damage. Because our only life gains is Swiftwater Cliffs. Don't think we're dead here. We definitely could be. Ugh. Wild Slash. Alright, well he double Wild Slash, so I guess he had perfect exactly to kill us. Let's go sideboarding. So we want orbs, I think that's it. Well, we kind of want to take out all these too. Put in cases. The Brutals are just too slow for this matchup. I was thinking about playing like a Seismic Rupture as like a 5th Radiant Flames. It's definitely a consideration. I got a little too greedy there. I should just wait on the Tutelage. Try to find an answer to his dude, because that thing presents a lot of damage and actually had lethal. So yeah, it was a little too greedy on my part. We get to play first. Alright, so let's play first. Alright, we can keep this, just got a bunch of removal. Including Radiant Flames, can't ask much for much more. I guess we play this tap first, and the next turn we can Impulse. Swift Spear would take 1 extra damage, which obviously it was. I guess we'll just encase an Ice this turn, or depending on what he does, we can just Radiant Flames. I don't mind taking 2 if he plays Dragon Fodder and then Radiant Flames away all 3 of his guys. Feels fine. So opponent is thinking, taking their time. So yeah, if he doesn't do anything, I might encase, or I don't think we do anything. We just probably Radiant Flames next turn, or we probably just want to say the Radiant Flames for like a Hordeling Outburst or Dragon Fodder. So we should just use encase on this, guarantee like kill it basically. Alright, well he's dashing Zergo, so we're actually going to kill that. We'll take 1 again. Do we play Jace here? I think that's fine. I want to loot away some of this stuff. We might take some damage here. Worst case to worst, we can Radiant Flames, obviously. I think we're going to fetch up a Sunken Hall. We need another blue source. Having 3 mana for, and also having all 3 colors for flames. Just playing a Cinderglade here. Alright, so that means we are going to, Radiant Flames. We'll discard one of these Treasure Cruise or Dig Through Time. Probably the Dig. Ooh, there's Tutelage. Yeah, just discard that. Play this. Could we wait 1 more turn? I don't want to try that. It's not worth it. Shame we weren't able to flip our Jace in time, but that's the way it goes. We're 1 land off of a... Ooh, this is bad. It's a lot of damage coming next turn. So we're 1 land off of a... Oh my gosh, it's a lot of damage next turn, potentially. I think we're just going to encase this. So his Lightning Berserker and 1 other card. We need to draw into another Radiant Flames, though, so we'll do that first. Do discard encase. Taking care of 1 guy prevents, like, this guy... We just got the Tutelage, actually. It sucks. guess we'll Treasure Cruise. We're trying to find Radiant Flames. If we draw it on top land, we still get to play our Encasing Ice. We're not. Okay. Okay, that's a good draw too. Play Insight. We'll discard this Delta. No one tap land. We did draw Fire Impulse, but unfortunately. Hopefully it does not have target's command, but that's like probably asking too much. Really wish I had another untap land. Or Radiant Flames or something. Yep. Oh, he's just pumping his dude. Okay. It's not the end of the world. Oh, become immense? And that's exactly lethal? That's it's pretty lucky on our opponent's part. I mean, that's why the deck plays these cards, but like, we were one turn off of stabilizing, basically. Oh, that sucks. That feels bad. It's the last match for our league event. Hopefully we can finish the win, kind of salvage like a positive record. This hand's fine. Not special. We need to draw stuff in between this Treasure Cruise and this Tutelage, but I think we can keep it. We're just going to start off some tap lands. Our opponent also kept theirs. 7. We're just going to go Cliffs into Basic Mountain. This will fetch out another Basic Mountain, I bet. Basic Forest. Oh, new plan. We're going to go Jace. Perfect. Just what we needed against Basic Forest. Unslipped Heath. Green-white. Yep. Hanger back. Yep. Ooh, that's a card. We're going to discard this Marsh. We're going to fetch to thin out our deck. Well, not thin out our deck, to fill up our graveyard. And play, I guess we should Tutelage first, but we could have drawn something. Missed a mill, unfortunately. See what he does here. We can probably we're probably just gonna brutal him this turn. Jameroka's command? Jameroka. Oh my gosh. Yuck. Ugh. That was like worst case scenario. Holy crap. I think we just play this and pass. Oh my gosh. That was so bad. Hopefully he plays, like, taps out for a creature here. Alright, we'll take it. This is Gideon. Gideon's pretty bad for us. It's Gideon. Spell, creature. So this is looking too good. So maybe Tutelage isn't really positioned right now. At least on our list. At least we got him. So we can Tormenting Voice away this Cliffs. More. Okay. Well, let's Treasure Cruise. Leaving our draw spell in the graveyard. Okay. Really need to draw like a Tutelage. We're gonna have to erase a Gideon, it looks like. Which, if he animates it, we can bounce it and kill the dude. It's not the end of the world. But we're out of gas, to say the least. I think we take this and hopefully play something else, and then we can bounce it, or bounce it during his end step. So go to 10. That's fine. Turn this, kill that. Okay. So we're just getting worked by this deck. Megamorph. Megamorph is probably one of the best decks in the format, so can't be too surprised. But Brutal Expulsion's been great. Can't complain. I think one of our big mistakes was not playing Send to Sleep. Oh, that would have been great in all these matchups. So many Brutal Expulsions. Just gonna play Den Protector. Yeah, that makes sense. I think we'll get a basic island. Jace. Okay, there's Jace. Alright, so let's just kill that guy. Do this. Not play land, we'll say go. Okay, yeah, this is just the nightmare matchup for us. Holy moly. Yeah, we're getting it handed to us pretty easily. So we're gonna take 7. I guess we got a turn. We had another way. So we have like 1 Brutal Expulsion to deal with Gideon. 1 short off looting. Gosh, should that Dromoka's command? Like, maybe we could have raced. Been pretty hard to though. And there's a probably Den Protector. And we drew a land. Alright, we're dead. We're super dead. Sideboarding. Gosh, Dromoka's command. My life. So I don't want Jace. They have bad things. Bad things are gonna happen to us. So I think I want... This can't be... We just want like counter spells for us. Like, the spells are very important against us. Radiant Flames is pretty good. Maybe we should, like, Orbs seem pretty good in a lot of matchups. This, like, stops the Hangerback token shenanigans. It's probably gonna bring in Evolutionary Leap. I just want all of these. I definitely want all of these. Try cutting these. Okay, we'll see how that goes. Not feeling too confident. Pretty... Green and white Megamorph, he's splashing blue for the spells. So good reason to cut the... Probably check out all the Brutal Expulsions. It's just not a good matchup. Like, the deck's really good. And our deck is not really tuned, to say the least. We're going to play first. And keep this. Probably kept there 7. Go like that. We don't have a 3rd land yet, but should be able to find something. Does he have a 1-drop? No way. Okay, he's just fetching now. So next turn is going to be Tormenting Voice, it looks like. Yep, Hangerback. So if we draw a land here, which we haven't yet, we'll discard a Treasure Cruise. Alright, so we drew 2 lands. So we can, like, impulse something, and we'll use our last Brutal Expulsion on this little buddy. Yep, you get it, your counter. Alright, so we're going to kill this one. And then bounce the token, and... Actually, we're going to wait. Because if he has Gideon, I want to counter it. Kind of, we'll draw on 1 blue source this game. No other fetches, which is unfortunate. If he has Gideon, we want to counter it. If he doesn't have Gideon, you just want to take care of his dudes. Interesting. Okay, well, we're not going to do anything either. Alright, there's another blue source. That's good. This isn't enough for me to, like, if he's not going to pump or do anything, I'm not going to do anything either. And then next turn we could, like, Brutal and negate. What do I want to do with this? So let's look at our islands. That's what we're going to do anyways. I think we bounce the spell and then shock the Hangerback. He's just left with a Thopter token. That's whatever. What was the spell? Does it tell me? Death Mist Rapture. Okay. I guess we'll hold the land. We'll just play this, leave open negates. Next turn, Treasure Cruise. So he's kind of tight on mana, which is definitely helping us. Yeah, no, thank you. Oh, we even get a fetch first, so we can, let's get another blue source. So we have a 1 mana Treasure Cruise. 2, 3, 4. They usually have Dispel, so maybe I should cut the Dig Through Time too. Let's voice away a basic mountain. And I don't need to do anything else right now. Say go. One of the Bloodstained Mire, because I think our left title's going to be high enough where it'll be advantageous for us to use it to fuel Treasure Cruise. Negate for his next command. We didn't mill any Dromoka's commands. Yep, there's Dispel and Disdainful Stroke in the graveyard. Another reason to cut, like, Dig. Just, it's too easy to get wrecked by counterspells, and also it's Brutal. You know, Brutal is good this time. Maybe it's just such a good card. The card is so powerful, at least in this deck, that we just want it anyways. So next turn, probably gonna do, like, we're gonna play Radiant Flames, his play Treasure Cruise, and fetch. So Radiant Flames and fetching, 5, 3 mana cruise, and we still have like a negate open. Oh, we actually won't have negate open, so maybe we won't cruise yet. If he plays a Morph, we maybe just Fire Impulse it, take 1. Thopter isn't doing anything, so that's not a big deal. Our opponent is definitely thinking. Must be lamenting how he's just mana screwed he is. After some thought, our opponent is trying to Dromoka's command again, and we will negate that again. Oh, I guess we do want orbs. That counters Dromoka's commands. So if you set up orbs first, we can't get commanded. Alright, so we do want those. I think we're just going to actually Impulse here just to make our Treasure Cruise cheaper. So we get to 2 mana cruise now. We're fetching another blue source. We have enough red. I haven't actually milled any Death Mists. Or if his hand's just clogged with them right now. It's one of the disadvantages of Radiant Flames over Anger of the Gods. It doesn't handle Hangerbacks or Death Mist nearly as well, but you can usually like Fire Impulse into Radiant Flames, and it's not a big deal. Our opponent has disconnected and reconnected, so I might have some connectivity problems. Such is life of a Magic Online player. Alright, so he's let's go to our draw step. So we're gonna fetch our show main phase. So it kind of looks like he slowed down a little bit. I don't know, there's not that many creatures. We didn't mill that many creatures. So maybe we don't want Fire Impulses. Well, maybe we just want Fire Impulses, not Radiant Flames. Radiant Flames is good at covering up Hangerbacks after they explode, though. Let's see. So I kind of want to put the orbs because it protects us from Dromoka's command. Get Sunken Hollow. We'll cruise. See where everything. We have no Jaces, so there's no like flashback. I don't think it's spell mastery. Right, there's a tutelage. We'll just pass turn back. So, he plays Gideon here. It's a little unfortunate, but yeah, I'm gonna say like he probably just missed land drop again. So, does not want Brutals and just try to do Orbs. Brutal's good there. I want Orbs. I think that's... I can cut Radiant Flames maybe. This is so weak to the spell though. It's so close. We're on the draw, so maybe that's just worse. These are pretty worse on the draw too. I think I do want Radiant Flames though. Just try to clean up everything. We'll try this. See if we get punished for having no Brutals in our deck. I mean, if it Gideon resolves, we can't get off the table at this point. So just gotta make sure it doesn't resolve. Okay, this hand needs a red source, but besides that, it's fine. No red source yet. We got a couple of counter spells. Oh, he had Ward in the first trade. Didn't even see that. I thought I just passed back. So, so he's having an aggressive start and our hand isn't doing anything. It's unfortunate. Not like Brutal will be good here. Yuck. Yep, can't do much about that. Oh, yuck. Oh, man. Oh, like we have so many red sources. We have, what, 7 mountains, 4 cliffs, and 6 fetches that all get red sources. And we're just getting beat up. Red source. Oh, my gosh. Well, this sucks. We'll discard Insight because we're not gonna have a land. Discard that for a while. Well, we got a couple turns. We don't have long though. Opponent is mana screwed, but they have a 3/3 and a 1/1. Alright, so we're at 7. So we have like 2 turns to draw something. We need to draw a red source this turn or else we're dead. Okay, we did. Discard Insights. Alright, those don't help us. Actually, they do. The orbs keep us alive. Hold on, play something I can counter, play something that I can counter. Okay. Maybe not. Alright, well, here it goes. If he has stroke, we're dead. Oh. Alright, okay, so we're gonna go to 1. There's no flash creatures. He can't Dromoka's command. Because he can't target me. Or I guess he can target himself. Yeah, that's game. So that's unfortunate. We just got a little... Our hand was okay. It was a little greedy. We were on the draw. But yeah, so finished not a winning record. We went 2 and 3. The deck could be good, but not our list. Alright, well, thanks for watching.